The reintroduction of native plants and animals back into the Smokies have gained much favor in the past few decades. The river otter is an excellent example of a species that has prospered after being reintroduced into the mountains they once called home. But it's a long and difficult process to bring an animal back to an environment when it has been absent for years. Many times the only focus is on the grand finale or release of these animals. But the real story is all that goes on behind the scenes to make it all possible.
Well, it takes lots of research, first of all. Lots of research. We look to see if the animal is native to the area, when they lived there, what they ate, and why they left the area.
Annie Mull is a biologist who works at the National Park Service in Washington, D.C.
I work with a team of experts from the park who are interested in a reintroduction program. We look at the history of the animal to see if it's feasible to bring the animal back, in this case, into the Smoky Mountains.
Once the animal is chosen for reintroduction, an official document is made expressing the intention to relocate the animals. The document is then sent to an approval committee. This guarantees funding will be set aside for the project. Then it's time to find the creatures that will be relocated. Scot Weiman is in charge of capture and transfer of the project.
A great man from Washington wrote me because he knew I was the greatest person on the face of the earth for catching the wee ones. These little folk did live over there in the Smokies at one time. The great Cherokee Indians knew of them. They called them the Unisungis. And they knew that they lived under the rocks and the trees, by the brooks, in places that they weren't in plain sight of the Indians there. But you can lure them out with a good tune of music, because they love dancing. And once they start dancing, they whirl and they whirl. And while they're doing that, you stop your tune quick and reach out with your bare hands and grab them. Gotcha!
It's been 5 years since the project's conception, but as the release date draws near, the project is almost canceled.
Well, the problem is a little typo. We inadvertently substituted an F for K, and it did change the whole path of the project. But we had spent thousands of hours and millions of dollars, and we've got to go forward with it. But we're very excited, and we're ready to move forward.
But isn't this a little unusual?
We'll be the first. We'll be unique.
The pinnacle of months of extremely hard work is about to take place. Onlookers from around the country have made the trek to the Smoky Mountains to see this historic event.
Bill, this is exciting. We've had media requests from all over the world to be able to see this. Okay, hey, they're doing great. They're doing great. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay. Let's go. I've waited my whole life for this. Oh, man, what a hard work. Here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've waited for this moment my whole life, and I just don't know what to say. It's just nice to know that they're out there, even if you never get a chance to see them.